don't think they did it right. They didn't do it right.
Wait, all right, so boom. When I say, oh my God, you gotta wait. And then y'all said after that, oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm a big dog. I take big risks. I need a throw baby for a quick fix. I hit a bad hoe and cross off my hit list. I turn a 5-star bitch into a 6-6. All you smart huh? All you slick Rick. She got that wet. She got that grip. And all these niggas be talking smoke, but I roll the zip. And all these niggas with this shit, bitch, take your pick. Ayy, she told me stick it in, but it won't fit. I told her I'm dragging, I spit fire on my lips. You gotta check in my city like I'm trick. Gon' take a couple years consistence to get this lit. I put some big wheels up on my whip. I got the titties out, ain't talking no nip slips. And they wonder how I pop it and got on this quick. Don't know what category I'm in, guess I'm a misfit. They already know.
Who else have you gotten for season 2 so far?
For season 2 so far, we had Bishop Omega, we had Choco, you know what I'm saying? But that's the only two I'm gonna say so far, because those episodes coming.
Okay.
But I got some, yeah. I really focused on reaching out to the people that I fuck with, but I don't know as well.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the people that I really look up to, I don't know as well. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have a top 3 from your season 1 that you really enjoyed?
Top 3 from season 1 out the gate. I gotta start. It's a top. Matter of fact, so it's gonna be 4 because it's a tie between Juice and Shane Games. Both of their episodes is I still go back, even though it's I hate to hear my voice sometimes, but I literally go back and watch that shit and listen to that shit while I'm at work and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They definitely did their thing. So then I go. These guys called Ignorant as Fuck. They got a podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 guys I know from Raleigh.
Oh, okay.
Man, we was on this motherfucker wildin'. That was a great one, yo. That shit was funny as fuck. And then I say, I think it was our second episode, in general, we had XL and Ari on here. So, you know what I'm saying? We just out here just kicking shit. Ari told this story about Trey Songz blocking her and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We got some legendary stories on this
Trey Songz.
Yeah.
Who is he really blocking?
And that ain't the first time I done heard that about Trey Songz. I done heard he got a few people blocked in North Carolina. So I don't know if it's just a North Carolina thing. I don't know.
That man just really he just that sensitive. He said, "There's no hate around me."
Yeah, he shutting that shit down. I want you blocked. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't see myself as a famous person actually taking the time to block somebody. Me being rich is just enough. That's a block right there. You can't get to where I'm at, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm good off that. How fucking close are you gonna really get to me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You already blocked. There ain't no way you can get on this yacht. You can't even afford this shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
We in 2 different boats, my guy. 2 different
Literally.
boats.
Literally. I ain't gonna cap. I was talking to my homie the other day and shit. It was crazy because I was sitting there by myself at first. Then he walked straight up to me, looked me dead in my eyes and said, "Oh my God! Hey, look, motherfuckers. Season 2, you bitch." Yeah, season 2, you bitch. I'm talking about every time y'all see me on season 2, y'all like, "Yo, you got my homie on that shit." I do. Hey, look, man. This week, we got the Super Sauce Guy. I'm talking about this nigga right here. The DJ forgot them. I mean, you say 600,000 artists so far out there and counting. Out there, he running them up. He probably DJ for
years. He probably DJ for your best friend.
Yeah, and you, for real. Hey, look, man, I ain't gonna cap, man. We got the homie, man. FBE Big John in this motherfucker, man.
What's happening?
Hey, how you living, bro?
Hey man, I'm doing good, man. I'm just glad to be out here, in Chapel Hill. Only time I've been out here is for shows, so it's good to touch the soil in a whole different way.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, I love it out here at Chapel Hill, man.
The local,
local 506.
Yeah, and then
it's my home venue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, literally, you can walk there.
Yeah, I can definitely. I do plenty of times. Facts.
And then the station.
The station just got shut down, but yeah, that's right here.
It got shut down?
They just shut it. We was the last hip hop show there. Yep. The last one I just did. Yep. That was the last one. I tried to book another one. It was like, sadly, we just got shut down. This, that, and the third. I'm like, fuck. No, on our fault though. We had them motherfucking paid.
The station was lit. That little
it's a beautiful ass spot, man.
Damn.
I will say that though, like all the venues in Chapel Hill, pretty fire. Like Cat's Cradle, the front and the back room, both of them shits go hard as fuck.
I saw the Danny Blaze there in like 2017. Where he was opening up for Cousin Stu's, and then now he's doing the whole like comedy stuff now. That's a funny ass dude.
Yeah.
Danny Blaze, your favorite retired rapper.
Man, just feel good to have you on the pod, man.
Bro, thank you, man. I went to Sauce God himself, man. Oh my.
You know what I'm talking about? Kicking up dust, giving a motherfucker like we always do, man. We're gonna jump straight into this shit, bro. You said you done DJ 350. You gotta give me a goddamn, at least it's gonna be tough to do it. A top 5.
Wow. You're one of the only people that actually like brave enough to ask that question.
Gotta give it to me. Cause they want it. They want to know. Don't know.
Does it have to be in order or just
no order? Just damn as you think.
Then like Tia Corinne. I'm gonna start off with her. Congrats on like the double XL.
Facts.
Huge for that. Then the big baby Gucci. He's like, just his music just speaks to me in ways. Then probably like the Rob Banks is mean, but he was cool, but I can't put him in top 5. The Dad Body, always fun with him.
Shout out all these artists he named.
Yeah, Dad Body. Let me check the note right quick. Cause,
you good? Hey,
yeah.
Take your time, man.
Yeah, like we got time for this.
While you doing that, I'm gonna tell. Hey, look, man. It's an honor to have my dog on here, and it's special because he got a shirt on. But you know what I'm saying? That's how I know what show was lit. When I'm at that motherfucker, he'll pull up without no shirt. I was like, oh yeah, this motherfucker finna get lit. It be cold as shit sometimes. He don't give a fuck. I love it.
The dead of winter.
I love it.
The only one without a shirt on.
Yeah. That's a brand too out there. You need to get this shit drawn somehow, or like some kind of silhouette. I don't know if it should be a silhouette or a cartoon, but that's a brand, dog.
My girl made a sticker of me as like a Buddha, like a shirtless Buddha, but like with the FBE tattoo, like. So the stickers are gonna be coming for real. Yeah. Back to the. You really make me think right now.
And it ain't no disrespect if you don't say your name and there's no disrespect. This is
Mavi. The Mavi was really cool. I love working like with Noah. We've probably done 30 sets together now. Then my boy the TF, like he's from LA. He's like his manager, like his name is Doughboy, and like he stays out here. Raleigh does a lot of stuff with like the lyricists, like. He's worked with like Griselda and all those guys.
That's a bit.
So that the Winston people in general, like the Winston-Salem got a special place in my heart.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Just being out there to hear, like, I judge cities on different shit. I know your city is lit when I go to your city and I can turn on the radio, and the people that's on the radio, that not like for one they talking that shit and then they playing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Down here, they're just playing the same songs over and over again. It's that you know what I'm saying, that program director, you know what I'm saying, shit going on up here.
Yeah.
Down there, it's just like, yo, I just heard this shit yesterday. I want y'all to hear it, boom. And then you can tell he just blocked out the cuss words before he played this shit. I like it. But yeah, then it's like, damn, this the vibe down there. All the artists lit as fuck, you know what I'm saying? And they got their own little wave, too.
And that's why, like, I don't think that I could be, like, a radio to DJ, because I'm so tapped in with the underground. Like every set, like I'm not playing Cardi for you. I'm not playing like the mainstream shit. I'm playing my friends, the shit that I fuck with. That I'm like, damn, I wish this shit was out, or like this is what's hot right now to me.
Well, I'm saying I can't be the only person to feel like, yo, the cheat code is playing new shit and the popular shit, not just the popular shit. Because if you play the new shit too, people gonna know like, okay, we need to tune in to such and such because they gonna play the new shit if it's whack or not, it don't matter. We heard it first.
Yeah.
Let us be the judge of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like now I feel like they telling you it's hot. And we was like, okay, yeah, that's hot, cause they said it.
And where like people will only limit themselves to like putting their music on like streaming services. They do this shit on like social media, but plug it in with like a DJ and being like, hey, I just dropped this, and be like, you can listen to it if you want, and then there's like 8 out of 10 times I'm gonna have enough time to listen through a project in like an evening, and then if I see something I like, I'm gonna pirate it, I'm gonna download it, and then I'm gonna play it whenever I have shows because they're every week at this point. So
yeah, y'all getting it in, man. I'm so proud of y'all, bro. Like that's another thing too. On this platform, bro, we congratulate everybody we have on here because like y'all doing some legendary shit, man. Every time I see an In the Fist or I see your name or that shit sound like Rob or Noah, I'm like, yeah. I don't even like, and this is from the outside looking in. I don't even know how close y'all are all together. I'm like, but just seeing all y'all is like, from my eyes, I'm like, okay.
It's a good team.
I'm tapped in.
It's a good team where like Noah is the front man and does a lot of the business. Rob that handles the sound, and I handle pretty much the pace of the show on like keeping everything on time, keeping everything running. Where Noah's handling all of like dealing with like the venue people or like getting an artist to get there on time, and like he'll just drop them off at like stage and then I have to run over, and I might be DJing for someone, but I'll pull them in the back, and like it's all about like you have to stay on top of that shit. Like it is a job. Like I don't care if I'm getting paid or not. Like I'm there to perform my role.
I love to see that shit.
Yeah.
And it'd be so cool because I'm one of the people I literally like if I throw my own shows too. So every time I go to any show, I'm looking at how everything is ran. How
you're a boss too, bro.
But when I see y'all, it's like the way that them like I said, you had a mic or some shit. Noah have a mic. Rob would be fucking with the sound. Or Rob wouldn't even be near that shit. He'd be somewhere at the bar. And he'd be like, hold up. He'd take, yo, what the fuck? That shit sounds horrible. And you get to see him just take off and then go over there and get the fix and shit. I'm like, yo, that's hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And even the shit like you posted like on Instagram this week, be like, it's not free to like throw together a show, like asking to be like a free performance. Like, we all like the back end on that stuff and the shit behind the scenes, and like you probably understand that better than most.
They will never understand that shit, dog. Like, I'll be the first to tell everybody, dog. I probably won. I done through 15 shows. I probably only got money or got paid. I got paid to throw one of those shows, and that was my recent one. That just goes to show you it took 14 tries to be like, look, we're gonna give you money to do this shit. But all my shows been amazing. But what I'm saying is I done lost on all of them though, because I had to put up money for the venue, the DJ. And y'all, it ain't that many people coming that's gonna cover a goddamn about $700-800 or a band, you know what I'm saying? Because I gotta pay for security sometimes, shit like that. But,
and then sometimes you rent out, like you have to rent out sound or something. Because like whenever we do like the white space shows, you gotta think it's $300 for the stage, then $600 for me and Rob to come out there. You're already at $900, and you haven't even booked the artist yet.
Yeah.
And then another $300 for the space, so that's $1,200, and you haven't sold a ticket. You haven't even asked someone to be on the lineup, and they want to be like, "Oh man, you want us to pay $10 to get in?" Be like, "Bro."
And it's like I don't even mind. Like, all right, I'm gonna say it like this, and it's for whoever throwing the show to judge, or whoever. It's for y'all to judge. When I'm throwing a show, I know who deserve to get paid or who gonna bring people, which means you deserve to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, and don't get me wrong, it's still people that's dope that can't really bring people out. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just we're in a different age of being a fan where like it's not a lot of physical support sometimes. It's really over the internet or just like you hear about this person, you're like, oh shit, I really.
Hi, this is Richie Nelson, and you're watching the Energy Podcast. Ladies, leave me the fuck alone. Hey, bro, just like and subscribe.
Rock with this, but you don't know how to support. Yeah. And like we don't have time to give classes to fans because we're taking a class like ourselves.
And see, like the paid performances, it's easy to get. You just gotta be in the right place at the right time. You know what I'm saying? And people who throw in the shows, they know what they want, so therefore they have paid this artist to do this shit. But niggas can't really expect to get paid off of shows that got 20 artists on the bill, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's not, unless you the headliner. You know what I'm saying? But it's weird, man. It's just a lot of science to throw in these shows. And I just wish y'all would understand that shit before y'all just come begging. You know
And like there is gonna be a time where like if we build up a community that actually wants to support us as like the artists and creatives, then yeah, everyone on the bill could get paid because the community wants to pay for it.
Yeah.
But until that community actually comes into physical support and not just, oh yeah, we love what you're doing and just talking and not actually investing in us as products and not just as friends. Like they say, support your homies, support this, but do you know how really? Besides giving them like a
You gotta
repost?
ask too, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can I support you? And then take that
What can I do to help?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And don't answer the question with like, let me get $20. No, man, be on some simple, real shit. Like, yo, my single cost 99 cents on Amazon. That's all I need. Cause that shit count, you know what I'm saying? All them shits count, dog. Everything somebody does for your career counts, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's good or
And
bad.
that stuff can really push you too. Like if like you get a whole like surge of like 100 people, it's gonna go up in what other like algorithm they got going on because they see a push. But it has to start with that natural push. Like because if you pay for it, it's just gonna like you're gonna see it and it's not gonna look the way you want it to be because you put in hundreds of hours into your craft and you can't even come to a show for $10 and be like, damn, that's literally right around the road, and I'll spend this money to get into a bar that I don't even fuck with going to.
Or just, man, always support, bro. Just support.
Yeah. Please,
look,
man.
On that note, man, we're gonna go on break. Look, pay attention to our sponsors, man. Y'all know who the fuck we sponsored by. The Energy, bitch. We do all this shit ourselves. Oh my God! Tap in.
Yo, what's happening, family? It's your boy FBE Big John, and I'm in Chapel Thrill, baby. I'm out here with the Energy Guys podcast, and I've been locked in with my man Icy the Boss, man. We had a special conversation about the album, talking about the community, and then we actually gave you some gems that you need to listen to. You want to be an active part of any music community around you? We gave you the gems today. So please don't miss and tune in, subscribe, follow, and we're going to be coming back every week, every month, every year. You're going to be hearing from us. Let's get it, family. Let's go.
Alright, as you can see, we back in this motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Talking about a whole lot of oh my God type shit. Yeah. Season 2 fire. Y'all can't cap. Y'all can cap, but y'all be capping. Season 2 fire, man. Season 2 fire. Yeah.
Man, you funny as hell, bro. I can't wait for you and Chubbs to talk. Let's go be back and forth.
Got to, man. Hey, look, Chubb. Hey, look, that's my dog too, yo. At all the shows he be out there, it's always good energy when I see that dude, bro. He cool as fuck.
He's been a great mentor for me, honestly. Like, I hosted like my first show with him, and like from there he was like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna show you the way, and we gonna make sure we get to it." And like since then, I even got him on the album, like on my first album for the family, the road trip, just doing skits.
Yeah.
Him and the AJ the Menace and then the LOI boys, because it just I don't know like they're not rappers but like Chubbs does rap, but that's his secret thing. But like getting like the people that do the podcasting and stuff, like make them feel involved too, and that's maybe an incentive to get them like to bring you on like their shows and shit.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh shit, I did skits on this. You invited me to the studio one day. You let me hear a record. And you let me talk my shit. Yeah.
That's work for you. Yeah.
And I don't really see a lot of rappers doing that when there's a lot of great personalities outside of rap that actually give a shit but don't do the normal artist shit.
You got to, and like, gotta get the smoke up. Yeah, there's a lot of artists out here that's like hella one-dimensional. I be like, dog, don't you know? And And I'm one of them people that every time I see somebody that I like some shit that I think they can be doing, I'm gonna tell them like, yo, you should be doing this, that, and the third. But I always feel like it come off like, motherfucker, you think you better than me? Why are you trying to? That's how it always. And that's why I stopped doing it. I'm like, bro, I got hella good ideas. Y'all don't never use them. Like, why? But you know,
and like sometimes it just doesn't fit like the person or like the artist or like what like they want to do and like what their the vision is. And then like people like me, like I'll take that shit because I'm brand new in this shit. Like I can learn a thing or two. Like
it ain't even like I be damn like saying, yo, you gotta do this shit. It's just like
cool.
Motherfuckers tell me shit all the time. Either I like it or I don't. But I accept it either way. I'm all right, cool, bet. You know what I'm saying? I like that you think.
But I would care, I would care more that like you gave a fuck enough to actually talk to me about that. That shit would mean so much more than just being like, yeah, man, that's cool, and then dap me up and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Like you ain't got nothing to add. Like that's why I be talking to Nance and like some of the older heads in Raleigh, and I'm just like, hey man, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? And they're like, bro, you're doing everything great. And I'm just like, hey, man, you guys have been doing this like almost like 10 years. Mm-hmm. I can learn a thing or two. So, like with Cooley High, like Tab 1 and all them, like with Charlie Smarts, like
you super tapped in for real.
Yeah. And then like you have people like Pat, the Pat Jr. Like people look at like that. That's where I want to be at. Is like that Pat Jr. level. Got a family, just like. Can do whatever he wants, and like people receive it because he got so much love for his art, like to be an artist.
You got the love, you getting the love, bro. You getting that. You know what I'm saying? The work you putting in and with the amount of artists you can fuck with, like, yeah, they don't forget that shit.
Yeah,
artists know when they a DJ that did they said some justice. Like, yeah, that's.
And just like being a fan first, before I became like a DJ, I was like, yo, like, what can I do to play a role in this community that isn't like too corny and like being like a fanboy, but you can actually make a difference. And then I was like, they're like, yeah, man, you want to try hosting a show? Did that show with Chubbs, and I was like, not really my thing, but I'll DJ now. Pick that up right then and there. And then Noah was like, hey, man, I'll give you. Tia Corinne, Sauce Pack, the tribute, Belize, and I was like, yo, like these some the heavy hitters straight off the bat for my first ever DJ sets. I was nervous as hell. I sweated through 6 white
in that shit. Hey, that's why you ain't wear no shirt. I get it now.
Cause I be getting nervous, bro. For real.
Yeah. No, I feel it though. I understand. That's fire, dog.
What did you have a lot of nerves like your first year like a rapping?
Man, I've been doing music since I've been writing shit since I was probably like 12. My first show was at 14, and it was like at a real club and all that shit. And I never forget this shit, dog. I was sitting in there, and then there was another artist that's performing. He was like, yo, you young as fuck. He came over there and started talking to me and shit. He's like, yo, you performing? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, you nervous? I'm like, hell yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He's like, look, I'm going to tell you, dog. You young, you ain't even gotta be nervous. You know what I'm saying? Just go up there and do your thing. He's like, you know your words? I was like, yeah. He's like, that's all you gotta worry about. Go up there and spit your shit. If you get nervous, close your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Close your eyes and picture whatever come you fuck down. I ain't think about none of this shit when I went up there. I just went up there and as soon as I heard my beat, I kind of froze a little bit. But when the verse came, it's like that shit just snapped. And I've been on the roll ever since, my dog. I just love performing. Like that adrenaline, I get that same adrenaline every time, believe it or not. Like no matter how good my performance is,
the same
I always
feeling.
get that like, what the fuck, I might fuck this up. You know what I'm saying?
But do you have the same like feelings that you've had while like performing, not like the before performing, like, or like has that evolved?
Like now it's just, I know it's my process now. I know that just shows me that I care. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to do a bad job. That's why I do so much preparation. And like I said, I be on the treadmill with the mic and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I do all that shit just so I won't fuck up. I know I'm not gonna fuck up, but I always think about like, damn. You know what I'm saying? That's what keeps me on my toes though. I don't never want to go out there like, I'm finna kill this shit. Because every time I used to think that shit back in the day, like, I'm finna kill this shit, I'd be like, I could have done better.
Yeah.
I was too cool up there or something like that.
And I feel like nerves, like being like on your toes, like where I've had shows I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to crush this shit, and then like I feel like I'm not satisfied at the end of the show. And I'm like, damn, like it's been a really cool night, but I'm like, it still didn't hit home for me, and I'm just like trying to balance that feeling lately, where like I'm like, damn, like what's next for me to like really bring it.
I ain't gonna lie, like for my like. I ain't gonna say like the nervousness, it ain't like crippling. It's just like making sure I'm alert. So like when that shit kick in though, that's when you'll see me like really standing in front of the stage and talking about everybody around me be lit. I'll be right there, it's like the studying the stage. Okay, I can stand on that, I can't stand on that. I can jump right here. If I jump off the stage, I can get back up right there. You know, so that's all I'm thinking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I get up there, that shit just be flawless. Like I know exactly what I'm doing. Do the mic flip, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Be up there just killing it.
Honestly, bro, like I be getting nervous, like with the front row people. That's why, like, whenever I'm on stage and like I go to the front, it always looks like I'm talking to the back of the venue. Cause I honestly can't even look at these people because either I start laughing or like I forget about what I'm supposed to be like doing. In that moment, I'm just like, damn, this is cool as fuck. Like to see these people out here rocking.
Look,
So
them saying that, they're the ones who really give a fuck. You turn, you turn.
Yeah, like,
turn up.
Yeah, whenever you point to them, they be feeling like the most special person alive. They're like, "Oh, you talking to me?" I'm like, "Little bro, like you going crazy." Yeah, that's something I've had to work on this year, where I would just look like I was talking to the back of the venue, and now being comfortable enough.
Whatever you gotta do though,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, to make sure you get through this shit though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's fine.
It's definitely been a process, and like it's cool to hear about your process and like you feel like similar things.
You gonna always, like I always tell everybody, yo, you gotta stay a student of the game. Like you can't never feel like you know everything. Like I don't give a fuck if you the greatest. Michael Jordan ain't never felt like he knew everything. He was in the gym. Kobe ain't never felt like he knew everything. He was in the gym. Like Steph Curry ain't gonna go 30 days without shooting the basketball. So there ain't no way you need to go 30 days without rehearsing or writing around. You know what I'm saying? So just tell everybody, stay on this shit, man. That's all you gotta do. You stay on your shit, you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When opportunities hit, you be like, alright, yeah, I'm ready. Instead of being like, alright, yeah, I'm ready, and being like, fuck, I need to stop smoking cigarettes. Or, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. You know what I mean? You gotta be on that shit. If you want it, you gotta be on that shit. Straight up. And that nervousness, all that shit comes with it. That's fun. You know what I'm saying?
Has there anyone that like you've been like studying to artist wise to like evolve like your own like live performances?
As far as live performances, well, I ain't gonna cap. This might sound cocky. I don't give a damn. I hope it do. I hope it make everybody go hard. I feel like I'm the nigga out here when it comes to performing, but it ain't always been like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be the first to admit it. I have up and down games. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like, and those would be the times when I'm finna kill this shit and I don't prepare enough. But now, that was all last year. Like now, I'm hitting them shits on the nose. Like it ain't no bad. I don't give a fuck. I'm doing the open mic, still on the treadmill. You know what I'm saying? Making sure I'm good. So like, as far as before I got on this level though, which I'm still looking, I'm still studying. Juice definitely. You know what I'm saying? Just the way like
his artist, like his crowd control is crazy.
Yeah, you can't buy that.
Just the way he stares at like people, like you can't make that up. And either you're gonna be locked in with like wherever his eyes are, or you're not paying attention to the show because it feels like he's staring at everyone.
And not only that, this is what Juice does, and this is why it's easy for him to do that. He controls his set. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's smart to have a set list. Juice, I'm sorry, I'm finna get a sauce, my dog. It's smart to have a set list, right? But what Juice does, and this is what I studied on some Phil Jackson shit. He'll goddamn give you about 9 songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he really just toying with the crowd, you know what I'm saying? He knows exactly what you came to see. You know what I'm saying? He knows exactly what you came to see. He gonna toy with you. He gonna give you 30 seconds of this one. hook of this one, just the beginning chords of this one, and you'll cut this shit. Have everybody in there just like, yo, let's fucking get it. You know what I'm saying? You getting this right. You getting this right. Drop that wild niggas. Yeah. Everybody going crazy. That's what we came for. You know what I'm saying? I love my squad. That's what we came for. You know what I'm saying? So what I learned from that is,
it is smart.
You gotta really like get your shit right every show.
And is he like playing like 30 seconds like an all yeah and then like go into a different song and be like, I fucking fooled you, it's not that time.
Man, he don't even know sometimes goddamn, but the way he do it, the way he just play with that shit, dog, he'll have everybody in that motherfucker like literally just wanting more, and that's all you gotta do. You gotta have them wanting more. But
yeah,
when that moment arrives, you gotta bring that shit, and that's what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? That
would be cool. Like it just me thinking as like a DJ, like whatever your hot song is, or like people really know, like be like, oh, like pretend to play it, like you fade it on, and then you get to like maybe like before the hook, and then you turn off, and you go to a whole different song.
No, as a matter of fact, now that you're saying it like that, he hasn't done it like that. But know what I'm saying?
Because that would be cool. Like where like you might get some.
He got a lot of good hits though, so he ain't really got to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? We already like I take a show for example, the one he did at Motorco, the shit that had like 500 people there. You know what I'm saying? We was there for the video shoot for the most part.
That was smart too.
But he dragged that shit out, you know what I'm saying? But when he got there, that nigga did that shit 5 times. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. He did it one time, he's like, fuck it, we doing it again. Then he did it on the bar. Then he did it in the middle of the mosh pit, you know what I'm saying? And we was all here for this shit. We didn't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Crowd control. I learned that from Juice, on God.
Masha has really good crowd control too. That's someone in like my top 5. His name is Masha. He just opened up for that Weston Estate show at like the Ritz that sold out.
Oh,
and
shit.
like it was Sonny Miles, Greek.
Okay. I seen on somebody's story and shit.
And like the video I can show you on break, like crowd surfing in 1,000 people and like getting people to like do the hook or like doing like the call and response, like and he's young as fuck too, and like
that's what I'm
just
saying. Like,
there's an energy where like I'm a big person and like I can like command that energy. This man is a small dude, like 5 foot. Let's be generous. He's like 5'4", and like now, like I understand why like X was so good. Like it's not about your physical stature. Because I met Rob Banks, and like X was making Rob Banks look like 6'2", and this man was like 5'7", 5'8", and like so I just know it's about when you touch that stage. Like if you can just control the whole room, you're untouchable.
That's what I'm saying.
It just comes to the music then, because if you've already understood the live aspect, and that is just something you do in your sleep, that's half of people's problems.
Yo, this is another thing I learned from the Juice. People love to see you transform. We love to see you going from to let's get it. You know what I'm saying? We love to see that. You know what I'm saying? We love to see the eye roll back, all that shit. Like, okay, he literally transforming. And then proceed to do the craziest shit we ever seen every time. Like, dog, I got a major Juice moment. This shit made me change my whole performance. Made me start doing rehearsals and all this shit. I had just came off one of my best performances. Next show, I just went out to go support, sing this nigga Juice. This motherfucker was rapping. Well, how it happened? Juice was rolling on the ground, rapping. And then his hype man was hyping him up, came to him, just hopped over him, and like this shit was just so seamless. I was like, these motherfuckers is on another level. Then he did this one shit, like he's spitting like the most malicious lines of all time. Laying there like this right here with his feet kicked up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, this motherfucker, like, he's just fucking with everybody's mind. Like this shit is, I love it, man. I really pay attention to all this shit.
Yeah.
That was like 4 years ago.
You can't teach that. You can't teach that. Like you can't look at like a Travis Scott show and learn that.
That's
you
why
have
I
to be born with that.
When I found my mic flip and when I found my oh my god, it's like yo, I'm running with this shit, and that shit work everywhere.
That's how like the Let's Go is. Like whenever I go, I just love that because I would just scream that at all times. And then Rob was like, "Hey man, you're gonna blow out like your whole entire voice if you do that every night." So I just recorded inside of his house. And now it's just a simple pad on the DJ controller, where I don't have to have a mic inside my hand. I just got the Let's Go just ready to go, man.
Drops.
Let's go! People love that shit.
I had a mic up there.
I can fake it. They wouldn't know, cause it's me.
Lip syncing at it.
Hey man, that is really cool. Another thing that I really want to do is like with an artist is like have enough of their music and like get the crowd engaged where they get to pick a song and you have that song on like standby because you have their whole the catalog. But it's like really about getting like you don't really have a lot of time with these artists before you hit the stage. Like
You seen?
I might have like 10 minutes with them.
You seen 3 AM perform before?
No, I've wanted to though.
Dog. 3 AM is probably alright. So Juice, my favorite performer, but 3 AM probably my favorite artist. Like all around, like that nigga like LeBron James to me right now. Like this motherfucker got the damn. Not only is he performing with the guitar and the drummer and all this shit, which I feel like is just fucking amazing to me, to be able to literally do that shit for
The live band's crazy.
20 minutes plus. You can't teach that, dog. That's hard work and that's preparation. That ain't no bullshit to just get up there and do that shit.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Then he got the he teaching me shit as far as like effects. Like he got the damn the auto tune plug in shit to have his mic. You know what I'm saying? Man.
Yeah, Rob be all over that shit.
You go to a show with this shit, you like, ah. His shit finna be better than mine. Like, he finna be singing like a motherfucker. You know,
people really just be in their rooms just trying whatever.
Yeah.
And then they bring it out and you're like, oh my god, like how the fuck did you think of this?
And see, I always thought that you could do that shit. Like, dog, man. And you see I got the ice pack on my shit. Like, I'm always just thinking about shit to make shit better. I thought about this shit about 6 years ago. Motherfucker looked me in my face and said, man, hell no, you can't take all that shit up in there. But had I took all that shit up in there, man,
could have been a whole different story.
Man.
Cause now like people bring that shit and like people are like, oh shit, this person's like prepared.
Yeah.
And like they don't even have to listen to like your music. It's just the way you're moving yourself, and like you're setting everything up. You might have the in-ears. You might have to be getting your band rigged up.
You asking for the chord. You got an XLR? Oh, this motherfucker knows
names. Like you out there buddy with the sound man or people that work at the venue.
Yeah.
Anyone in that front row is like, oh man, like they must have been here for hours setting up, and like I don't know, but like it's just how you carry yourself, like even going on stage just to prepare for your set.
Yeah,
because if you go out there and like
I told you, this me watching y'all, I was like, yeah, they know what the fuck they doing.
Yeah, nah, that Mr. 3 AM sound, man, a lot to be learned here in Raleigh.
There's a few artists out here, man. We can go on and on. But before we do that, go on commercial break. And then I'm pretty sure I'm about to tell y'all some shit that's about to change y'all fucking life. So before y'all go on break, stop, pause this, go grab a pen and pencil, write down the information I tell you on this commercial. You gonna need that shit.
Big dog, I take big risks. I need a throw baby for a quick fix. I hit a bad hoe and cross off my hit list. I turn a 5-star bitch into a 6-6. All you smart huh? All you slick Rick. She got that wet. She got that grip. And all these niggas be talking smoke, but I roll the zip. And all these niggas with this shit, bitch, take your pick. Ayy, she told me stick it in, but it won't fit. I told her I'm dragging, I spit fire fire on my lip lips. You gotta check in my city like I'm trick. Gon' take a couple years consistence to get this lit. I put some big wheels up on my whip. I got the titties out, ain't talking no nip slips. And they wonder how I pop it and got on this quick. Don't know what category I'm in, guess I'm a misfit. I already know.
See, every time I come back from break, y'all see my hands like this. I hope y'all learned some shit, cause I probably said some real shit. Like damn, I don't know when this dropped. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure this dropped in the future. So I know y'all seen me kill that little Tyler show. I was out there turned the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Did all the shit y'all wanted to come see. And I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. But for that, but before that, we up in this bitch.
We back, baby.
My nigga Big John in this hoe.
What's happening?
We still kicking up dust, giving the motherfucker.
I only kick shit with my tools.
And let me ask you this question we always ask everybody who come on this bitch. Alright, so boom, right? Say something happened with the earth, right?
Okay.
A whole lot of bullshit happened. To where like you ain't die, but you just got put to sleep for like 2,000 years, right?
Don't wake my ass up. Don't wake my ass up.
When you came back, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I'm saying, like figure this shit out again. You know what I'm saying? Rebuild shit, you know what I'm saying? Figure out all this shit. But you find this iPod, right? And this shit happen to have the 3 songs that you can't live without. Or there's 3 songs to help you rebuild everything, you know what I'm saying? To get you going. What you gonna run with? It could be any genre, you know what I'm saying? Any artist, mainstream. However you wanna run it. And I got 3 new songs this episode.
18-Wheeler by Benny the Butcher, like in Pusha T.
Okay. Okay. This shit deep.
Damn, this is a good ass question.
This shit deep.
Oh my god.
Yeah. My shit going left field today.
The Quarantine by Dad Body. I need that.
Okay.
That's number
okay.
2. And then number 3. God damn, this is so hard.
It's a toughie. I'm telling you, the iPod, that shit gonna get you going. You gonna be out there damn building a shelter to this shit.
Meet Again by Maxo Cream.
Okay. Hey, look, all right, bet. Maxo Cream. Hey, this the first time, man, hey, look, he done made it onto the list. That's a bet. But, however, that's a motherfucking fool with this shit. I fucks with Max Cream. All right, boom.
He pulled me up on stage once, like in Charlotte. Really cool dude.
Word.
Yeah, I was shirtless and I was in sandals, and I got my weed confiscated like at the underground in Charlotte. So I just had a bunch of like Adderall, and I just took an Adderall, and then I get pulled up on stage, and you see my eyes. I'm just like geeked out. I'm just like, yeah, I'm really enjoying myself, just shirtless with sandals on.
Oh shit.
He's like, yo, you're fat, so I fuck with you. And I was like, coolest crip I ever met.
Shout out that boy. Yeah. Hey, what's good, everybody? It's the Super Sauce Guy, Icy the Boss. Hey, look, this week on the Energy Guys podcast, we got my homie FBE Big John. I'm talking about the biggest John. I'm talking about, you know who the fuck I'm talking about, because the nigga probably DJ for you. Hey, look, like and subscribe. Make sure you do that, because you never know who might be on this motherfucker. You might be on this motherfucker. So yeah, like and subscribe, man. We up in that bit. Oh my God! 350 artists working on the album. Alright, so how many albums you got? This your first album?
First album I've ever done.
Alright, bet. How you feeling like this? How far along are you on the process? How you feeling about the process, and what do you see the outcome go with?
Okay, so the road trip. It's I recorded 30 songs. I got 50 artists from all across the state, all on like one project, and then I'm picking 20 of them, and then like I'm gonna do these pit stops and drop off the EPs like a throwaways. So after the album, be like, this was a pit stop. And then like if it's like a bunch of artists from like the same area, it'd be like Greensboro, Winston, Charlotte, whatever.
Yo,
of like the throwaways. Because I don't want to hold on to anyone's music.
That
like,
shit hard right there.
Like they helped me and they like gave me it or like created something. And I'm like, who the fuck am I to hold this? Like, I'm gonna put it out. And so, no one's being forgotten. I don't want no one to feel no type of way. Like, everyone, I got hella love for. I don't want to hold no one's music. I want to keep on co-releasing music with people. That shit's fun. And, like, it's just been fun being, like, to actually, like, get the beats in from, like, a bunch of friends and then be like, wow, I hear this person on it. And then they get on it, I'm like, oh my God. Like, for the first time I heard this beat to where we are now.
Watching the magic happen and shit like that.
Like with the Cloud song, the Sauce Pack song, like.
You got both of them on the album?
Yeah.
Oh. Yo. Hey, I can't wait to hear this shit. Like, yeah. That's hard. I heard Lester Genius had Cloud on one of his joints.
The Honest joint and then the first single that he like released with them. But the Honest joint was crazy because of him, Jahil, and like Les. Yeah. And that hook, like I love that hook too. And like Rob showed
That shit hard, yeah. I was on the way to New York when I heard that joint. Matter of fact, I remember that shit. I had just dropped my album. I probably had been out for like a month or so, and I was still doing my rollout heavy. And then he dropped that shit, and I had literally hit the group message with my homies like, "Yep, roll out over. My nigga just dropped something cloudy on that. I ain't finna get no more streams today." It's over with. I'm finna stream this my damn self. Yeah. Literally, this shit was going hard. Shout out Liz, man. Oh God.
And like, what's special with like like the Cloud song that I have, the song got given to me by like Kevin Powers, and it was a song with him, Jahil, and Cloud. Kevin was like, I don't want this song. I can't use it. Like, it's so old. It's from like 2017 when I first started rapping. Yeah. You sound like Lil Mosey, and like, so I got it. I stripped it down to just vocals. And then Jag made the beat, and then it just got cut to Cloud and Jahil, just like in Hostage and like Fourth Quarter, like just the chemistry that they had.
Damn, man, you should have documented this shit like with the camera though. I wanted to see how this shit come to life. But keep going.
Yeah, and like actually getting in the session with like Cloud's best friends and being like, what do you think? Like these are the words he's saying. But we're gonna remake the beat because the first beat was a Nick Nash and Jackson Free beat, like from way back in the day. And so just to see Rob and Jag like get to actually produce a new song for like Cloud, even like with his passing and in like this year doing it, like that moment, and then like Jahil re-recording after like Cloud's part was set. You felt like that energy as like a fan, like if you were hearing Hostage for the first time, right? You hear like that the chemistry, and then when it was even crazier, like to get shouted out by Jahil in that song, I'm like, damn, that's a Cloud song. And it's on a Jersey type beat, like the Jersey Club beat.
Word.
Oh yeah. Like we don't have to hook up to a speaker because my email ain't even attached and shit.
We gotta do the rollout got to be done justice, man. Please, goddamn, push that bitch the right way, man. Because I feel like the world need to hear. Like, from what you telling me, you got some legendary shit, and I'm taking your word for it. Push that motherfucker, man. Anything I can do to help.
Yeah,
so it's like let me know.
It's really been a learning experience, man. Where like I've never been an artist. I've just been a DJ to having fun with my friends.
I'm gonna give you. When we get off this shit, I'm gonna give you this playbook that I use every time I'm dropping something, and it's literally like being trusted by like And of course, you can't do everything the same way every time. But this is a formula that you can literally pick and choose. Okay, I did this the first time. This time I'm doing it this way type shit.
Okay.
It's one of those type things, but yeah. It'll help you as far as like when you pushing your shit. I know you said you hate doing the reels and shit. We talking about that shit earlier, but like it'll help you like get everything on the schedule and know when you finna drop this, that, and the third.
And then here, I'm gonna show you this, and then you like if something sticks out in like your eyes, like this is the track list that no one really knows about, but I feel like you need to know. Here we go.
Let's see what we got in this motherfucker, man. Hold up. It's already starting out crazy. Hold up, man. Yo, it's like I'm looking at like a DJ Khaled track listing right now. You know what I'm saying?
But it's for like Elliston, North Carolina, where like if like you're an artist or like a real fan, like you're like, damn, how the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how like a lot of other artists see it whenever I send them that or I show it to them. They're just like, how?
It's like, yo, the features that I'm looking at is like, yeah, he won't lie. Yeah, he really got soft spec on it. Yeah. And I'm only saying that because we never talked about it. When we start to roll out, yeah, man, he going crazy. He going crazy. Hey, look. Yeah, you got to send me some of that. you got to send me some of that, you know?
Yeah, bro. Like in just a year, put that together.
Just a year?
Yeah. And I've not bought a feature. I've not paid for any.
Nah, that's the love you just love rolling.
I literally just pay for the studio time and then I get the beats. And then I'm like, hey man, this would be really cool if you want to like come and do this, or we can set up a time. We'll do it together. Like I extended that invitation to Juice. To send you a beat too.
Man, he ain't never sent me the fucking beat. Juice, hey look, we on the pod, yo. Hey look, he ain't never sent me the beat. I called you there. I called him that night, and I texted him. He said, all right. Matter of fact, he ain't responded to it. He responded to some other shit. You motherfucker. That's my dog, man. Shout out Juice, man. I see what you doing, man. I see how it goes. It's all right.
All right. But nah, it's nothing but love, like to everyone that's gotten involved, and like I don't want this to be like my only album. Like I want this to inspire people to want to work with me because they can see that in like a year, based off just off of my direction and like my passion, I got to put this all like together and like showing like these different webs of artists like in these pockets and communities throughout the state, be like come in and work on albums with these different people and just give them something so they can give their community, so then the community can give back to us. Yeah. It's really about that game that we were talking about in the beginning of like the show.
Facts.
And
the big facts.
And as like a DJ, as like a DJ, like I can be like a DJ Khaled, but I want to be like I'm fucking like I'm me.
I hope. Did I say that earlier? Did I say you was like Khaled?
Nah, like you were just amazed because the track list looked like a Khaled one. You would never disrespect me.
I hope I didn't do that, yo. If I did, I'm a fucking dickhead. Cause I hate when I compare people to other people. No, yo, and that shit's fire.
Yeah,
fire. Yeah.
And I just feel like there's not any DJs in North Carolina that are doing this.
I keep putting the bug in people. I'm like, yo, you got this many artists. And let me run point guard, my nigga. I got you, goddamn. They don't be wanting to do it, man. And I noticed that though this year. For some reason, I feel like, and I'm gonna take this time to do this. I feel like don't nobody want to do music this year for some reason. Get out that shit. Get out that shit. I don't know why. Don't nobody want to perform neither. Get out that shit, man. Get y'all ass out the house. If you ain't down, if you rusty, go to these open mics first. But then start popping out, man. And then go to the
come to
studio.
Events. Yeah. And then go to the studios and invest in your craft.
Yeah.
And get together with your other artist friends and get $100 to $200 together, each of you, and go in on like a show and just say your community presents it. It doesn't have to be someone's main name on it. Just give something back to these communities and build that up so you can get paid for this eventually. You have to build a fan base in a community before like you're gonna see any return. Like people want this instant the gratification.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
We're not gonna get like, bro. We're in the wrong fucking,
like
job, man. If like you think we're about to get it back in like 24 hours,
it ain't like that, dog.
Years have passed by in the blink of an eye for me. I've been in this shit 3 years the next month, and it blurs together.
I feel like you're getting close to your 10,000 hours, though. I feel like it takes 10,000 hours to get what you want. Me, I feel like I'm going a little bit overtime. But I feel like you're getting close to about damn 10,000 hours, man, of your shit.
And I still feel like I got so much to like really like get into. Mm-hmm. But it's just this role that I've played, and like people said the album thing would be cool. I came up with a whole concept. Like the whole concept of like the road trip was I wanted people like it's gonna be like a radio transmission. Mm-hmm. So when you listen to it, it's like you turn it on like your radio, just like you were a kid, and you're driving. But you're driving across the state through all these different communities.
You get out there, it should start stacking up.
That's how the transitions are. And that's why you hear Chubbs. That's why you hear the LOI, because they're the commercial. Mm. And I'm getting my friends to do commercials in like these songs. And I don't have to do that, like, but...
this shit
FM by like Vince Staples, man, like inspired me so much. Yeah. Like with all like the Big Boy skits, and then like with the Weekend album with Dawn FM, with like the Jim Carrey stuff. Like I'm like, yo, like I can come up with a concept and sell it, and like as my first album, and then after that, like people can be like, oh yeah, that worked, and then I can just do kind of whatever I want after that. But I needed to come up with a good plan instead of just sticking together 20 different songs and not really have a story to go along with it, because it has been a journey, and I have gone across the state so many times, and like
I got some ideas for you. Goddamn, hey, you on the right track though. I want you to keep on going, and then once you get as far as you think you can go, then ask me questions, because then you on the right track, and I don't want to take none of that. You doing your thug thizzle. Yeah,
and like people say it's just like it's like an innocence, and like it's not an ignorance where like I'm just so new to this, and I'm so like dedicated, and like the passion I have, like that's my everyday, and I'm still figuring out. So I think that's why people are so patient and like always asking when the album's coming. And I'm like I'm mixing through the 30 songs with Rob, trying to get everything perfect. You kill him?
I don't know what the hell going on out there.
Her team must have won. I swear to God, she was hyped up.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm really just learning so much every week. Every session with Rob, every conversation I have with everyone that I've worked with, and then people that want to work on like maybe a next project, or they want to work on a single, like. It's so much fun, because like I don't feel like it's the corny to DJ Khaled route where
this shit is amazing, dog. I was just about to fall into a little daydream, like damn, this shit really about to be fire, just like this. I love when I hear good shit, I instantly just be like, yeah, I get this smile right here. I love to see my nigga win the smile, man. That shit fire. So boom, you got the album coming, and all right, so this was my what else do you want to do? This like the manifestation part. Before we get about this motherfucker, man.
I want to go on tour with Tia Corinne. Tia, we're friends. Please, we've always had a lot of fun. I want to go on another tour like with Big Baby Gucci.
Did she have a tour DJ?
She was using the DJ for like Key Glock's camp, and but she didn't have her own person. And we had done a lot of shows before she went on that tour. And just some inside sauce, my boy Noah and Brady from the AMG management, the people that manage Gucci, we had booked a whole tour for her, 24 cities, and then she got the invitation to go on the Key Glock tour. And we scrapped that whole tour. But it was booked. We had dates. I have everything from that. And hey,
I see it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, dog. I feel like I feel like that's a spin the block moment. She's like, damn, I need a DJ. And then having to be scrolling, it's gonna see like, he was. And then it's gonna I see that for you. I see that.
And like,
I want that for you.
I got so much love for Winston, man. Shout out my 2 times members, man. Shout out Freeway, KC, all you know. And like rest in peace, Sauce Pack, because like she actually let TV live with her.
Word.
On like the north. Whenever he wasn't staying on like the west, he was living with Apex and Tia in like their place up on the north. And so that's why she has the pink the bandana around like around her thigh.
Word.
Cause like she really 2 times, honestly, and she really took care of that kid when like he didn't have nowhere to go. And it's sad what happened to him, but he's one of my biggest inspirations. To him and Cloud, cause
Sauce Pack, yo, that motherfucker's I was about to say, well, the motherfuckers are fool with it, man. I love to hear that, man. You know, especially, man, my favorite Sauce Pack moment. I was in the A in Atlanta, dog. I was at damn Street is X weekend, the very first Street is X weekend. I'm about to go on stage and shit, or it's an artist before me, but it's like the intermission. I hear this artist. I'm like, man, this shit sounds familiar, man. I know this motherfucking voice, man. I'm in there just turning up in my zone and shit, trying to know, okay, scope out the stage and I'm do this. Hey, look, man, rest in peace, my nigga Sauce Pack. I'm like, hold up, that's Sauce Pack? And then I hear, 2 Chainz, and 2 Chainz on the song. Hey, look, I'm finna fucking leave, yo. The night is over with. This motherfucker. And then, what made that night even better, dog, after I performed, this motherfucker 2 Chainz was in that motherfucker, bro.
yeah,
This nigga, my nigga Luther was like, hey, yo, it's Titty. I said, what? He said, nigga, it's Titty. I said, what the fuck are you saying? He said, nigga, 2 Chainz. And I said, oh, I turned like this. This motherfucker was walking like this right past me, bro. I'm like,
yeah.
that shit was crazy as fuck.
Yeah, the shit he did down in Atlanta, like, there's a song I have, and it's Way, Sauce, and then Man Savage. One of the, and it's on like a DA got that dope beat. So like,
No, he's spitting.
like the one on my album, like that's a soul kid real. He does stuff with like Fetty P. Franklin in Charlotte right now.
Yeah.
And like he's done a lot of shit. Winston did the Big Threat for like Shy for like the Trey. They produced that one. So he just
the joint is going crazy.
Yeah, like the Big Threat. Yeah. So. And like he just activated his Instagram after a year, and I was like, hey bro, you don't know me, but me and Way like really close. Like I manage him, and he gave me this song for the album, and you produced it. Just wanted to let you know. He's like, oh man, yeah, that's cool. And I'm not gonna talk to like Sud, like Sauce's family knows what it is. Way and like the 2 times members, they know what it is. I'm not gonna go to Sud and like have like even a small percentage chance that gets left off the album. I'd rather just get it out there, and then if someone wants to have a conversation with us later, but like that was given.
We need to hear that shit, man.
Yeah,
we need to hear that shit.
Yeah,
it's gonna all work out, man. Hey, I got faith in the album. I got faith in what you're doing, and niggas over here, the Energy Guys, all my folks out there, we love what the fuck you doing in the community, my dog.
Thank you, bro. It's been an honor, man.
Oh God. Hey, look, man. Make sure y'all tap into this guy, man. Y'all already know my IG, but if y'all don't, I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. It's Oh My Sauce Guy. Thank y'all for coming to the Lil Tyler show. I really appreciate that shit. We sold that bitch out. It was lit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bought me hella drinks after I performed because I did such a great job. And I gained like motherfucking 500 followers from that night. So look, yeah, it was a great night. Make sure y'all follow the Energy Guys on IG and subscribe, like all that shit, share this shit. Send this shit to somebody that don't even know about us. But just be like, hey, I fuck with this podcast. I think you would too. And then, hey, look, man, what you got for me, man? Spit your IG and all this shit.
All right, man, the real deal spill, man. Hey, you can follow me at FBE, Big John, the biggest. I'm not the smallest, but you need to come and see us, man, because we in your favorite city with your favorite artist doing your favorite show. So come out and support us. That's all we ask, man. And we're gonna keep on giving you our passions and all this content and all like the shit that we're making because we want to get it out. Just come and support us. That's all we want, man.
Hey, look, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. If y'all picking up what I'm putting down, y'all smelling what I'm shitting, I hope y'all had a great time watching this shit. It's season 2, the Energy Gawds podcast. Hey, look. Matter of fact, in the comments right now, I want y'all to tag nigga Cousin Luther and Richie Nelson and be like, hey, where the fuck is y'all at? Just ask them where the fuck they at. You know what I'm saying? Where my niggas at? Nah, they be back soon, man. That's all love, man. My dog's putting in work. My dog's booked and busy, which they supposed to be. But when they get off the road, when they get back from doing what they're doing, when they get done working on their projects and shit, they be back. They be back.
They will.
They be back. Hey, look,
Trust
man.
that.
It's the Energy Gawds podcast, man. We had my dog Big John in this bitch. Y'all was in this bitch with us. It's lit, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this shit. Oh my God!
Let's go!
Yeah.